Hello everyone and welcome to episode 4 of our mini lap around Australia. We have now arrived in Alice Springs. And checking out Anzac Hill. As you go up the hill, there are these signs for each of the different wars, starting with the Boer War and ending with the Iraq Second Gulf War. Up the top you get an awesome view of Alice Springs and the McDonald Ranges in the background there. And as you come down the hill, those signs have pictures depicting the war on the reverse side. Very creative. We have checked into the Discovery Park and are here for the next 4 nights to do laundry, grocery shopping, relax, getting caravan wheels fixed, cars serviced, and of course to do some sightseeing. It is a nice park with great facilities. Checking out the town centre of Alice Springs. Richard and I went to the Royal Flying Doctor Service Museum, which was very interesting and worth checking out. My partner Richard had a flight on the RFDS a few years ago from Mitchell Falls in WA. So we are very thankful for this service. We then checked out the Road Transport and Old Ghan Train Carriages Museum, another definite must-see whilst in Alice Springs. My favourite part of this museum was walking through the old Ghan train carriages. It really takes you back in time. Must be all the same now. After leaving Alice Springs, we reached the point where we were 727 metres above sea level. We then had lunch at the Tropic of Capricorn. There was a great sign to read, so if you want to, you might want to press the pause button. We stopped to check out Ryan's Well, which was hand dug in 1889 by stonemason Ned Ryan to supply water to travellers and stock along the overland telegraph line. And these are not seats, not really sure what they are. Across the road from the well is the ruins of Glen Maggie Homestead. Another good read if you want to press that pause button. We are slowly getting closer to Darwin. Just love those clouds. Devil's Marbles, also known as Kalu Kalu. These rock formations are large granite boulders and are just amazing. There is a nice walk through these boulders. And a nice lookout. Checked out the stockyard ruins of Maryville. It is great seeing all these ruins as you drive along the road. We then stopped to check out Newcastle Waters, which is an old settlement. And is classified as a ghost town that contains a number of preserved historic buildings. We walked through Jones General Store and Junction Hotel. Amazing. Still has notice boards including real estate ads and invoices. These boards here have old handwritten letters which are an interesting read. An old hut from the cattle droving days. And then we walked through George Manfong's house with a wall made with bottles. George was the last and longest tenant of Newcastle Waters. He was one of a few half-caste Indigenous people to be issued an exempt certificate, allowing him to vote, drink alcohol and move around freely. The old church. Our camp spot for tonight is at Daly Waters, which is famous for its quirky outback charm, rich history and unique atmosphere. I really loved this place. We were greeted by donkeys and horses. The pub was established in 1930 and the building is one of the oldest buildings in the Northern Territory. Wow. Apparently the donkey wouldn't get off the road. There is an extensive collection of memorabilia on the walls, which have been left by many visitors from around the world, even by women leaving their bras. They even have some really cool signs scattered around the place. We had dinner here, which was really yum. The campground is next to and behind the pub. You will need to check in at the pub. Tim's Junkyard / Museum is worth seeing for a $6 entry. Me going to the toilet on a helicopter. KFC in the chicken pen. Hungry Jack's drive-through in the cattle yard. And we met Kevin, the saltwater crocodile. Checked out the Daly Waters hangar, which was built in 1930 and is apparently the site of Australia's first international airport. Woke up to a gorgeous sunrise the next morning. Our next destination is Larrimah, and check out the speed limit here in the Northern Territory, 130 k's. Larrimah was actually established during World War II as the rail terminus from Darwin, and then became an army transit camp. Then in 1942 it became one of 7 army camp hospitals. There is also a bit of a mystery here in Larrimah. A guy by the name of Paddy and his dog Kelly went missing in December 2017, and the whole town were suspects. There was only a population of 12 at the time. There is a good documentary on Netflix about this called Last Stop Larrimah. We are now at Mataranka Thermal Pool. It's not really comforting to see these signs as you're about to head into the water. But how awesome does this look? Loved it. We then went on to Bitter Springs. Now this is super cool. Once you get into the water, you start drifting away. It was awesome just floating down the creek, but you do have to be wary of logs in the water, and sometimes you do have to dodge them. And there were a few lilies in the water that you just float by. When you get to the end, you hop out, walk back, and do it all again. Had to do the tourist thing and get a photo with a replica of a really big termite hill. And driving past lots of anthills, just not as big. Free camping right next to the highway. Love it. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for the next episode.